Well, folks, tomorrow is supposed to be the day, as Donald Trump calls it, Liberation Day, that 25% tariffs across the board go in place against Canada, Mexico, Europe, China, everybody that Donald Trump just seems to hate for some reason at this point. This, of course, is the third time in the 2 months he's been president that we've had to deal with this nonsense, and even Republicans in Congress are getting tired of it. If this time is anything like last time, or even like the 25% tariffs he put on automobiles last week, the stock market is likely tanking today, tomorrow, and as long as this guy's in the White House, to be quite honest with you. But Republican Congressman Don Bacon recently had the chance to speak with CNN's Wolf Blitzer about the tariffs, and Bacon admitted it was a mistake to give Donald Trump power to do this. Here is how that exchange went down. Wolf Blitzer asks, what could Republicans, congressmen, the Republicans in Congress specifically, be doing more to push the president to try to de-escalate his trade war? What leverage do you have? And Don Bacon responds, in Article 1 in the Constitution, really, tariffs should be a congressional-initiated action. So this should come from Congress. However, I think we made a mistake. In the past, we passed legislation that gave the president some temporary tariff authorities, and I think that we should look back and maybe restore the power back to Congress and take away the authorization that we've allowed the presidents, not just President Trump, but President Biden and President Obama before him. This power should reside in the House and Senate. We have the power of the purse, and so I think we should restore these authorities back to the White House. So he caught himself, right? I hope you caught that too. He's like, we really made a mistake giving this guy the power. I mean, Obama and Biden too. Yeah, I mean, you can't not bring those names up. Those guys that also, launched trade wars? No, they actually didn't. Trump did, though, in his first term, and you actually omitted his name in between those two guys. That's when the trade war started. It didn't start under Obama. It didn't end under Biden, which, of course, is a massive disappointment and something that, by the way, Biden does not get attacked enough for. I did for 4 years, mentioned it frequently, that he still hadn't ended Trump's trade wars. But yeah, that was a massive, massive failure of the Biden administration. However, he didn't escalate it. The escalation happening right now is from Donald Trump escalating his own trade war from his first term. So Bacon kind of conveniently doesn't mention that, but I do agree with him that tariffs, because they do have widespread economic impacts, should be an act of Congress. I mean, it's not just that I agree with it, it's that the Constitution literally says that. That's how it was written. Then Congress passed a law that says, you know what? What's the worst that could happen giving it to one person? I mean, it's not like we're going to have a complete and total mentally incapacitated weirdo running the country someday, right? A guy that's just hell-bent on revenge and doesn't even know who pays for tariffs. That's never going to happen. And then, of course, it happened, and we're all left paying the price for it, literally and figuratively. Congress could take action, and that's, I think, what Wolf Blitzer was very sheepishly trying to get at. He could have pushed Bacon to be like, hey, so why don't you do that? But he didn't. He immediately pivoted to Signalgate after that, and so that was the end. Bacon says, we made a mistake giving the president these powers. We should do something about it. And then end of conversation. That's why the corporate media is such garbage. Wolf Blitzer could have nailed his balls to the wall at that point and said, well, why don't you cowards do it? Why are you sitting there letting him do this economic destruction when you know you have the ability to pass? You're going to get every Democrat to support it. So you only have to get 3 Republicans to support it. You do, Bacon. You got 2 more. That's it. That's all you got to do. But no, Wolf Blitzer couldn't be bothered to bring that point up, so they immediately pivoted to the sexier topic of Signalgate. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.